All right. So now that I've examined basic chain setups, collars, making sure can't nobody get loose and all of that, um, examine the quality of the stool, remove the stool from the yard. My next step is literally to kind of go over each dog physical, you know, appearances. Like I notice Solo tends to keep these boogers in his eyes. To me, that's some type of an infection, whether it's in the eye itself or somewhere else in the body. That's an infection. He needs some antibiotics, right? So we're gonna be working on that for him at some point. Also look at the fat on the dog, right? Like how's the dog shaping up in terms of, you know, do I see a whole lot of rib cage, whole lot of backbone, you know, that type of shit. You have to know the dog itself and the level of activity of the dog while he's on the yard, right? So I know that Solo is really not super active on the chain. So, you know, when he gets his work, that's where he gets his work. So he shouldn't be looking emaciated is my point. He shouldn't be looking like he's been running a marathon, right? He should have a little fat on him. He should be pretty comfortable. When I come out here, I look at the attitude. Is the dog ready to work? Is the dog eager? You know what I mean? Is the dog enthusiastic? So those are things that I'm looking at as well. That tells me a lot about the health of the dog. As you can see, he's looking straight up. Y'all know what that means with him. He's ready to work, right? That's very important, very important. Because you know, if you know your dog, right? If you kind of know the dog, you want to notice any changes in the attitude of the dog that may tell you that the dog is in trouble, right? Because the dog can't speak English, right? So the dog will speak dog. And this is how you speak dog. Fat will automatically give you the belly. That's what she does. You know what I mean? We call it fat because, well, she can look a little thick on you. You know what I mean? And she likes to eat. We don't do that. Don't be kicking me. There you go. So, and then again, we want to look at the fat on the dog, right? We know that she's not super active on the chain. So, we look for the level of fat on the dog, right? We look for, I mean, it's a little difficult to look at the coat, but see, we see this? I see dry skin there. So, see a lot of dry skin coming off. That tells me we need to do a little something in terms of oils, right? In the diet, right? But other than that, the coat does look good. Other than that, the coat does look good. As y'all can see, I really don't tolerate them jumping on me like that. They you know, especially fat. She keep her nails and all that. Her nails have never been cut, I don't think. So this one here, again. Now we expect her, right, to show us some rib. We expect this dog here to show a whole lot of, you know, just like she's a very active dog on the chain. You can actually see her chain spot is different from the others. Hers is a lot more dusty, right? Whereas you got some moisture on here. This is kind of hard and compact. His is the same way over there, hard and compact. Because of the way she beats the chain spot up, you see how she just goes. But this tells me that Tata is healthy, right? Tata is being Tata, right? So this is very, very important. Come here. Come here. Now with Tata, I look at a lot of, I look at her stifles a lot because that tells me whether or not she's actually getting enough nutrition for the activity that she's putting out. But this is what she'll do all day long. Also, as a result, you know, it means her bowls need extra work always, right? But these are some of the things that we look for when we come out, man, to make sure the dogs are healthy. And this is just even before feed up, right? This is even before feed up. And speaking of which, we're gonna go ahead and get them fed up. We're still working with the sports mix in the black bag. Again, not my favorite choice, but because of certain constraints right now, that's what we got to deal with. Both time and efficiency, right, are factors in your feed. So, because it is what it is at the moment. Now, I will say this. Normally, it would not be necessary to run the black bag this long. But in the dog game, you have people that treat it more like a game than a business. And I am not one of those people. So when I do certain things, I set budgets, I set revenue schedules, etc., etc.